What's going on, YouTube? It's your man Big Daddy Badass kicking it. For some of you who might be my Facebook friends probably saw this. The ones who are my Facebook friends, I have to share this with y'all because this is a perfect fucking example of what I mean about the hypocrisy that's in the organization. And one of the reasons why I won't go back. And also just shows the mind control and the fear that they have on these people. So yesterday I joined this group on Facebook called Ex-Jehovah's Witnesses Searching for Spirituality. So never mind the fact that I'm also part of Pause, which is People Against the Watchtower Society, and I'm also part of the VAA and a couple other ex-JW groups. But I just joined this one yesterday. Ex-Jehovah's Witnesses Searching for Spirituality. Okay. So I get this post on my wall from a former Jehovah's Witness. Also a friend of mine who I kind of grew up with. Met in my late teens. And, we hung out. Everything was really cool with us and stuff like that. But let's talk about what was said. So I joined the group, and what they wrote on my wall was, "Whoa, seriously? Nice group you just joined. ... Just kidding." And they put the "just kidding" in all capital letters. So I write back, "Ain't it though?" Smiley face. "Don't you know I'm a scary, evil, mentally diseased apostate? Mwahahaha. I put an evil laugh, and I put LOL. Now, obviously, you could tell from my response to that me and this person were pretty close. We had a really, well, I can tell you, I'll tell you it's a female. This is way back in the past. Before I was with my wife. And, so, like, we were obviously the quote-unquote bad kids. You know, we didn't always do what we were supposed to and stuff like that. We swore, we, dressed the way we weren't supposed to, things like that. So, obviously, I had an open relationship with her if I could speak to her like this. Because when I said that, "Don't you know I'm a scary, evil, mentally diseased apostate, mwahahaha, evil laugh," I said that because I knew she would take it as a joke. So after I write that, she writes, "Are you kidding me? I don't think it's funny. If that's how you really feel, then I might honestly have to not be your friend. I know I don't go to meetings, and I do things that go against the teachings, but I would never speak like that about the organization. The people in that group aren't searching for spirituality. They're searching for a place where they aren't held accountable for their actions. It's incredibly disrespectful and disgusting. Call me what you want. I know what I do isn't an example to be followed, and that's why I don't show up and pretend to be. But if you feel the same way as the people in the group do, then do me a favor and unfriend me and consider me one of the judgmental people that y'all don't like." Alright, so basically, I just got blown off and being threatened to be shunned because I joined an ex-Jehovah's Witness group. Let me give you some background on this person, on this female right here, okay? When we were in our teens, we weren't in the same congregation, by the way. But I would see her when we would go to conventions and things like that. And then she was only like a town away from where I lived, and I used to visit that town all the time, so I saw her a lot. This is the same chick that she was dating someone who was a witness as well. But because I had told her I didn't like him, she thought it'd be funny if we went out behind his back. Okay? So we cheated on... I made her cheat on her boyfriend at the time with me. And it was her idea. Okay? She also ran a phone sex line. Okay? She made her own phone sex line. She bought a prepaid phone and posted this number certain places. This is while she was in school and had a phone sex line. Charged people. Alright? This is the same chick that practiced fellatio on water bottles in the convention and made sure people watched her. The same chick that flashed people at the convention. Understand? Me. I'm talking about she did this to me. These are things that she did in the convention. I can say this because the only other person who knows this is her. So it's not like I'm putting her business out there because I'm not going to say her name. But, okay, so that happens. And she has the nerve to say that if I feel like them, she should unfriend me. Like, do you see the fear? The fear that they have, that is just in your heads. Like, seriously. Like, she hasn't been to meetings in years. She did all this stuff when she was going to the meetings. You understand what I'm saying? And felt no kind of ways about it. Never felt bad about it or anything like that. But you never, and she put never in capital letters, she will never talk like that about the organization. Like, I don't even understand that. Like, if you're already living a quote-unquote debased life, or, you know, like, immoral and worldly life, like you're getting tattoos, you have, you know, if you have children out of wedlock, like if you knowingly sleep with someone knowing that they have, that they're already going out with someone, like, but yet you'll never speak bad about the organization, because that's the line right there. You can't cross that line. You can't speak bad about the organization. Why? Because they're supposed to be God's prophet. They're supposed to be the anointed ones. They're supposed to be the ones that have the key to life. They're the ones that have your future in their hands. That's how they control you. They make you think that if you ever speak bad about them, if you ever turn your back on them, you're turning your back on God, because they basically are God. They've made themselves gods. These are man gods right now. Like, and the only power that they have is the manipulation of fear. Because you're so afraid that if you do anything that pisses them off and goes against any of their doctrines, and anyone finds out that you're asking questions, or anyone finds out that you're talking to an apostate, an evil fucking apostate, that's the end of your life. Then you're going to die. Not your tattoos aren't going to kill you. Even though there's an actual verse in the Bible that says, you know, you should not get tattooed. Like, the word tattoo is in the Bible and next to do not get. And yet you have so many of them covering your body, and that's not going to do you in. That's not going to send you to hell. That's not going to have you destroyed. But yet, talking to a mentally diseased apostate, someone who woke up, someone who realized that it's bullshit, that they're lying to you, that's the one that'll do you in. Because now you're going against the organization, and that's going against God. Give me a fucking break. Okay? Unfortunately, this is the reason why we're not going to get through to a lot of witnesses. But at the same time, it's also the reason why we have to keep pushing forward and keep trying to get to these people. Because, I mean, look at how they have them programmed. Like, the very first message that she sent to me, she said, "Whoa, seriously? Nice group you joined, ... Just kidding." So she was, you know, they try to manipulate. It's a mindset. Like, I don't blame her. It's just how she was groomed. And I was like that too, but I had to wake up. I had to be shown some things. If I didn't see these apostate videos and there weren't XJW support sites up, other people that I could just talk to and be real about my fears and about certain things I'm thinking, like, this doctrine doesn't make sense, or I did the math on this and that date didn't come out right. Just the fact that that was there helped me. So that's why I have to make sure that I have a permanent apostle presence, because this kind of thinking pisses me off. Because even though she did all that shit, you know, back in the day, she's a really good person. She's a really sweet person, and, like, she's really very helpful, really, really intelligent. Like, if it just wasn't for this indoctrination, like, she'd still be cool with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd still be cool with me right now. But right now, she's saying that she's not going to be my friend if I think like that. So I'm going to respond to her, but I'm pretty sure after I respond to her, she will either delete her comments or delete me as a friend. But I'm going to leave a comment. I'm going to find out what happens. I'll keep y'all updated, because this is funny. Like, seriously? Really? All the bullshit that you do. All the bullshit that you did. And, like, obviously, she knows the truth because she repeated it. Everything that she said was repeated. Okay? First thing she said, are you kidding me? She already said, whoa, seriously, which is basically the same thing. I don't think it's funny. That's how you really feel, then I might honestly have to not be your friend. She says that. And then at the end of it, she says, if you feel the same as the people in the group, then do me a favor and unfriend me. So she tells me twice to unfriend her. She tells me twice that she doesn't go to the meetings. The second sentence was, I know I don't go to the meetings and I do things that go against the teachings, but I would never speak like that about the organization. Then she talks bad about the people in the organization. Then she goes back to herself, tries to take a little bit of the blame, says, call me what you want. I know what I do isn't an example to be followed, and that's why I don't show up and pretend to be. So she's trying to say that she does all these bad things that she knows goes against the teachings. Lots of things that I mentioned. And I mean, just the fact that you don't go to the meeting, the fact that you're unwed, the fact that you're not a virgin and you're unwed. You know what I'm saying? This goes for anyone. Like, it was frowned upon in the first place. So, yes, doing quote-unquote all these things, which, by the way, I don't think are all bad things. They're not bad things. Like, do what you do. But they think it's bad. So, she thinks it's bad. Doing all these bad things. I'm not an example. That's why I don't show it and pretend to be. So she realizes that a lot of people do go there and pretend to be. That's the hypocrisy that I talk about. I've dealt with a lot of those kind of people too. But she was always genuine. But even her as a genuine person, the fear, it got her. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to comment on that. See what any of y'all think about the situation. I'm really not trying to put her personal information out there, but I just want this is just a perfect example. Like, this person I would never think would side with them like that. You know what I mean? Like, I would never think that they had their claws in her mind. Learn something new every day. Surprise, surprise, surprise.